go to bed, and I have something to talk about, and I have not live streamed here in a while, so I figured that live streaming. Wait, what is this button? Oh, it's a pull button. Okay, I figured that live streaming would be the best way to go. First and foremost, if you guys noticed, I deleted my other channel. And the main reason I deleted my other channel, among many, many, many reasons, is I don't want to have to balance between two channels. I never used it. I kept putting it off. I had to flip back and forth. I don't want to flip back and forth. I am very lazy. I don't like to do that. And also, like I said, I never used it. I never got to it. And hi person, I didn't need to, I don't need to use it. I don't need another channel to do what I'm doing, because none of the stuff I was doing at the other channel is stuff that I can't do here. Because the only things I was really doing at the other channel, oh, never mind, by person, were food tastings, and that's pretty much it. I can do that here. I don't need another channel. I am going to start podcasting here. I'm going to start uploading podcasts here. But other than that, I didn't really do anything substantial with that channel that I can't do. So I just decided I don't want to deal with that anymore. Also, that channel only had 45 subs, and that channel had not grown in the few years that I have it. So I don't need it. I don't want to have to balance. I don't need it. And those 45 subs could have gone to this channel. They could have come here, and I would have had 45 more subs than I have now. So yeah, I got rid of that channel. If at some point in the future I figure out how to start getting footage, I might do the Ye Old Review Show channel, which I was originally planning to do, but I realized that I'm not really sure how to get footage for reviews, because that channel, what it's going to be is it's going to be reviews of like really, really, really old movies. Hi person, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by for 30 seconds. I'm not really sure why people aren't engaging with me, but at least I found one person for like 30 seconds to engage with me briefly. Say hi if you want to, and then leave. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't have that channel anymore. Also, I want to have a discussion with y'all, because this is something I've noticed a lot lately. And nobody's really complained about this, but I want people to understand something. If you make a comment about me personally, I don't care, but if your comment is derogatory or nasty or doesn't contribute anything, I'm just going to delete it, because I don't need that in my life. I'm trying to foster a YouTube channel which is not mean. I know I can be very cussy, and I know I can be very blunt, but that doesn't mean y'all have to be mean to me. If your comment is basically just, oh, you know, why I couldn't see over your forehead, or why is your forehead so big? Fuck off. I don't need that from you. I don't need y'all to be saying that stuff to me. It's who cares? Who cares? You know, is my forehead really that big? I don't even think it's that big. Like, it's no bigger than anybody else's. And who cares? Like, I don't need that on my channel. So, if you write stuff like that, if you write first on my channel, if you make comments about, oh, I can't tell whether you're a boy or a girl, you don't need to tell that. What? Why does me being a boy or a girl take away from you listening to me? Why does you, thinking my voice, yes, my voice is very deep, and I hate it, honestly, but, that's something else entirely, I think it's annoying, I do not like it, but that's not something I really can control. By the way, for those of you who keep whining about it, I am biologically female, but I use, whatever pronoun people give me. People can give me whatever pronoun. So if you go into the comments and say, and are like, oh, I really like his work, that's fine. It's not those comments I care about. It's not the, oh, if you really like his work, that's okay. It's the, I couldn't tell, or, why do you have such a deep voice? I don't care. I don't care about that, and nobody else here should care about that either. That's not, that's not a thing that people need to foster. So if you do that, if you write like Bible psalms on my channel, I'm not religious, by the way, and I'm very, very, very anti, most religions. I respect people's right to practice, and I'm not going to like come at people who practice religion, but I have deep-seated issues with a lot of religions. But more importantly, those Bible verses take up a lot of channels, and they're very offensive to people who aren't religious or who practice religions who aren't Christian. Because believe it or not, there are other religions in the world besides Christianity. And dumping Bible verses on my channel, especially with all the crap and terrible things that have happened because of Christianity, might be offensive to some people. So I'm just gonna delete that. I don't want that. I don't need that. I also don't need when you like write random numbers or like write a question mark or write a check mark. I don't need comments to be like engaging in the conversation, but I need you to actually write a comment. I need you to actually write something that actually resembles something. Wait, welcome to the chat. Oh, it's just a welcome to the chat. So, yeah, that's another thing. So write actual comments, please. Also, what else is there? There's that. There's me. I'm probably gonna expand officially outside of anime. I've been worrying about having my channel be too cluttered and having stuff that's not related to anime. But I like other stuff, and I'm probably gonna push, because originally I was gonna do this once a month. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Know what? Know what? I don't understand what the fuck that means. Like, dude, you didn't listen. You just didn't listen to what I said. Did you just come to dump? I don't know what that means. And, do anime stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do anime stuff. But also, I want to put stuff in, because I watch other stuff. I watch movies, I watch stuff, so that monthly podcast was probably going to be weekly now, because why? Okay. Nothing I can do about that. Dude, nothing I can do. Sorry you did that, but okay. Anyway, so, weekly podcast, or bi-weekly podcast, probably, about all the stuff that's not anime related. I had to check to see if you're awake, because maybe you're somebody I know. But, also, you spelled shit wrong. You spelled shit wrong. The comment where you say you shit your pants, you spelled it wrong, dude. If you're trying to be offensive. Oh my god. You were trying to be offensive, but I can't take you seriously because you spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong in the fucking comments. Okay. I'm sorry. That's so funny that you were trying to be offensive and you were trying to be derogatory, but you spelled it. Dude, you spelled it wrong. Anyway, so, yeah, bi-weekly podcast, also other podcasts coming. I'm still gonna do the anime the anime pit, the cinema pit. I'm still gonna do those. But other than that, oh yeah, food tastings, anime pit, cinema pit. Because I want to do the food tasting still. Anime pit, cinema pit. What else? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I still need to make a video on the con I went to because I went to Anime Boston and it was fun. I really liked it, but that's going to be its own video or its own live stream because I plan to live stream. I plan to try and live stream at least once a week. I know I keep saying that, but like I actually plan to make it a habit of live streaming once a week. I'm not sure it's going to always be on Saturday. I want it to always be on Saturday, but I'm just gonna fit it wherever I can fit it because you know I have a job. Although I might start looking for another job because this job is just giving me so many issues, and I can't rely on YouTube because YouTube wouldn't make me enough money, and I don't believe in being full-time on YouTube. I think it's a death knell if you decide to be a full-time on YouTube, because initially you get good ratings, initially you get good stuff, but at some point YouTube just borks you, and I don't want to do that. Also, I still need to figure out why I'm having such trouble retaining people. I think it's just because of my voice, which is going to be kind of hard because my voice, you know, it's just how I am. And there's nothing I can do about that because people are turned off because they think I'm either too young or too old, and they think I sound weird, but you know, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying to experiment with my thumbnails to make my thumbnails better. Oh, I thought maybe it had frozen and it had just stopped recording for whatever reason. Maybe I should have been a video because, like, now I'm just trying to struggle to think. Oh yeah, coming stuff because I know some of y'all will want to know what I'm doing for future reference. I already made a video about this, but at the beginning of next year, I'm going to do a full dive into all of the stuff my two favorite seiyus have done. Not just occasional stuff, not just main stuff, because I think I made a mistake only limiting shows to main characters because they don't have a lot of main characters, which shocks the crap out of me. You think someone like June, who is a big presence, would do more main character roles, but no, apparently he didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna go through all the stuff that he's done. And unfortunately that does mean watching Aki-kan. Aki-kan and, oh god, what's it called? What's it called? Watching Aki-kan and, Happy 7, which I am not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to that, but, I think we're gonna get it out of the way at the beginning of the year. Like, Aki-kan's probably gonna be the first month, and then, so that I can just get it out of the way and not have to deal with it again, because I do not want to watch that show. And I have a feeling I'm not gonna get very far on that show. I have a feeling I'm gonna watch, like, 2 episodes and be like, nope. But I'm also simultaneously going to watch another longer show, so probably I am going to watch... Oh, it's still stuck in the eye checking pants. I still can't get over the fact... Dude, you spelled that wrong. I can't get over the fact... I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that you spelled that wrong. Why would you spell... Like, why? Why would you... Spell check, dude. Spell check, please. If you're gonna insult me, at least do it properly. But anyway, so beginning of the year, I have ADD or ADHD, so I have a hard time staying on track with things. So I still have not decided whether I'm going to rotate Sayus or do all of June's. Yeah, I'm probably going to do all of June's at one time, or like do one of each at one time, because like I'm or simultaneously do one of June's, one of Shojo's, one of June's, one of Shoujo. I'm probably going to do them both at the same month, so one of each will be in the month. I'm also probably going to switch in the interim for this from Precure to Jewel Pet, because June's June Shell is not Precure, it is Jewel Pet, so I'm probably gonna switch to Jewel Petathon until this is over. Also, because this first Precure series was bad. Oh, was this bad? Oh my god, this is painful. And the thing with most of these series is that, like, from the third series onward, it has more than 2 cures, so it has a lot more plot to work with. But the problem with this first series was that they limit them by only having them be able to transform together, so they're always connected to the hip, and that means that we don't get any plots outside of like them fighting, because they're connected. There's no like there's nothing else you can do with it, because there's no individual plot lines you can do with it. And it's frustrating, because I really wanted to like this one, but like, and I really like the opening, but it's so boring. Also, like I said, Maple is one of the most irritating mascot characters I have ever encountered, and that's including Kinako from what's it called, from Twin Star Exorcist. Oh, 2 people now. Hi, 2 people, how you doing? And that includes Kinako from Twin Star. Oh no, damn it, back down to 1. I'm probably back down to 0. And that includes Kinako from Twin Star Exorcist. Kinako is awful, but at least he's voiced by somebody I like. At least it's voiced by somebody I'm enjoying, because like Maple is just loud and grating and so unbearable, and it's sad because I didn't realize it was Tomokazu Sekida. No, Tomokazu Seki. I got him confused with Tomokazu Sekida. I didn't realize it was Tomokazu Seki, and that just crushes my soul, man. Tomokazu Seki is awesome. He's Sosuke in, well, you guys probably know, he's Sosuke in Fullmetal Panic, he's Rob Lucci, he's Gilgamesh, who is arguably the best fate servant. Arguably the best fate servant. He is the main character in Psychopath. Didn't even like Psychopath, and Tomokazu Seki is awesome. I love him. If I could do a month dedicated to him, I would. Unfortunately, I don't think he has any lead roles, but he is phenomenal. But Maple is just so grating and so irritating. Oh my god. So yeah, there's that. There's that plan for the future. Pride Month. Pride Month is in June, and I am settling probably on, God, what am I settling on? I am settling on, Kami-san Can't Communicate, even though I don't really want to watch that show, because I have no interest in that show. Actually, now I forget all the shows I was going to watch. I had a bunch of shows I had planned to watch, but now I forget what they are. Because I had a bunch of plans for Pride Month. Because I have a trans show. I have a show for trans rep. I have a show for NB rep. I have a show for Ace Arrow. Oh yeah, Bloom Into You for Ace Arrow and LGBT rep in general. Uh, um, Ixion Saga, I believe, for trans rep. I was originally gonna go for Black Butler, but now thinking about it, she is kind of. I love her, but she's kind of problematic because of the psychotrope. And I've seen Black Butler. I don't need to see it again. And I could watch the circus arc, but she does not show up until the end of the circus arc. And no matter how problematic this is, I love my psycho bitch. I love her to death, but she doesn't show up until the end of circus arc. And I might watch the circus arc for Halloween, but that's another thing entirely. Anyway, not NB rap. That NB rap. Comic-Con can't communicate, even though I don't really want to watch that show. I have no vested interest in that show. Bloom Into You for Ace Arrow and LGBT rep in general. And for trans rep, I'm probably gonna go with Ixion Saga because I've realized I don't need to do shows for like separate gay rep and lesbian rep. I think that it's the same kind of rep, so I can just do it the same. Either way, I can do one or the other, and I think one or the other will be fine. So there's that. There's gay rep, Arrow Ace rep. I want to do Arrow Ace separately, but the only character I can think of that's Ace specifically is Klaus from Spy Classroom, and he's not Ace in the anime, he's only Ace in the manga. Because they push a stupid ass romance in that series, and it really irritates me. But, I mean, yeah, Klaus is hot, but still. Klaus is hot. Klaus is definitely hot. But anyway, they push that. Anyway, so there's for Pride Month. For the next month, I probably am going to do my month on Ichiro Suzuki Ichiro Sakaki. Why do I keep saying Suzuki? Ichiro Sakaki. I'm probably going to do that month in July, because then that'll feed into Halloween. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Halloween. What am I going to do for Halloween? Originally, I was going to do Higurashi. And don't get me wrong, I love Higurashi. It's like my favorite horror anime of all time. But I've seen Higurashi. So, Book of Circus, probably. Because it's the only season of Black Butler I haven't fully seen. Because I tried the dub and just no. Besides the problematic with certain voice actors, his accent, it just sucks. Like, his accent is just so bad. I mean, even if he wasn't a creeper, like, his accent in that show, and I'm not saying he's a bad voice actor, he is far from it, but in that show, his accent is so bad. Because certain people can't do British accents, which is why I turned off the English version of Full Dive, because Full Dive is amazing. Season 2, please. Season 2 of Full Dive. Full Dive is just fantastic. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, go back to my channel and watch my highlights on it. It's so good. It's so funny. But, like, other than that, that's July. October. September. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for September, because I want to do a month for a couple old shows. Mirai Keisatsu, Urshiman, which I saw a clip on YouTube and I'm like, what? Like the zombie angel weird thing I've seen on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I have to watch this. This is very odd and very me. So I'm gonna watch that. Also, the other one is Jushin Liger is the other one. I want to do a month dedicated to Jushin Liger. But I think that's gonna have to be later at some point, because I try to fit stuff within the month that they are airing, that I'm doing them, so that way I'm not going to overflow into another month and have to start halfway through. But I would have to do that for that one. So what am I gonna do for that month? If y'all can help me, if anybody has any suggestions for what I can do for September, because November is going to be my villains month. November is my birthday, and on my birthday I do my favorites, my favorite shows. And next year I'm just gonna do my favorite anime. I've already done Code Geass, so that's gonna be. I could do Akira. No, I'm gonna start that next year. But it's gonna be my favorite shows. After that. But those from. God, what did I do? So November, I'm gonna talk about my favorite ones. And November, I'm probably gonna do a deep dive of Code Realize, like the full game, from beginning to end, every route, every arc, and I'm gonna do that for November. I'm Dressrosa, Twin Star Exorcists. I might not even do full dives of every single show because of how long some of them are. Like with Twin Star Exorcists, I probably am just gonna do a short blur because Twin Star Exorcist is 50 episodes and I've already seen it. I don't need to see it again. But I'm gonna talk about him. I'm gonna talk about Code Realize. I'm gonna do a full dive of that show. Not the show, the visual novel. I'm gonna do Dressrosa, obviously. I'm gonna do Tokyo Mew Mew New because I love the way they depicted Keisha in that series. It's so fun. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna talk about Kinsler Over Meal because honestly I would save that entire fucking show. That show was garbage, but then thank you, Horse Child. Thank you for commenting and not being weird, but thank you. I still find it funny that dude above you said he crapped himself but he couldn't spell it correctly. But thank you very much. Our room is the same color? Okay. That's really neat, actually. You're welcome. Aw, thank you. Thank you for, trying to be nice at least and not, like, outwardly immediately being, like, really creepy. Also, thank you for commenting because I'm hoping if more people comment, more people will get in here. I'm not really sure why, other than my voice, people aren't engaged with me. Because I changed my thumbnail, so I don't know why people aren't clicking on me. I don't know why the algorithm isn't pushing me. Anyway, I was just saying what I'm gonna do for the future. I'm gonna do for Pride Month. I'm gonna do Bloom Into You. I'm gonna do Ixion Saga, and I'm gonna do God, what was? Now I forget the other. Now I completely forget the other one. But yeah, that's Pride Month. For the month after that, I'm gonna do Ichiro Sakaki, who is the author of Scrap Princess, who is the author of Check the Coffin Princess, and Academy Washoe, which a show I for some reason really want to watch. I don't know why that compels me to watch that show, but for some reason I'm compelled to watch that show. So I figured we'd just turn it into a month. So there's that, and I'll be doing the Precure-a-thon until the end of the year, at which point I'm gonna switch to Jewel Pet because if you weren't here at the beginning, what I'm doing is next year I'm doing all of my Seiyu's favorite Seiyu shows, both of them. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going into this, but and I'm still gonna do the seasonal beat. Don't worry, the seasonal beat's not going away. This is just going to be the shorts section of the seasonal beat, because the seasonal beat is my main channel videos. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween. I'm probably gonna watch Black Butler Book of Circus, because Book of Circus is the only one I haven't watched. I'm still mad that girl has barely showed up since Book of the Atlantic. But I don't know what other show, because usually I do two, and I'm distracted because I have the Dawn Brothers theme stuck in my head. I have the Dawn Brothers theme song stuck in my head, and it's really good. But yeah, we stopped Avatar Ascent of Dawn Brothers because I watched episode 25 tonight, and then I've made a video, and I'll post that in the morning. And then on Thursday, starting on Thursday, we're going to go back to Russia Sentai Tokyo, and I'm not sure if we're going to finish that or if we're going to get to halfway through and then go back to Dawn Brothers. I haven't decided yet. I have ADHD, so I have a hard time deciding things. I tend to bounce back and forth between things. I'm trying to work on that, so I don't keep bouncing, because I know it's annoying for people, and I'm sorry about that. Hey. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, congratulations to your friend. At least someone watched me for like more than 2 minutes, and I appreciate that. But thank you very much. I'm gonna try and stream weekly. So if you want to come back, for streaming at some point later in the week or next week. Anyway, so Halloween is Book of Circus, and then oh God, what else am I doing? I don't know. Something vampire related, probably. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to watch Vampire Night. Oh God, I'll have to watch Vampire Night. I don't want. Oh, Corpse Party. Corpse Party. We will definitely watch Corpse Party. I will definitely watch Corpse Party over Halloween. I will definitely watch Corpse Party over Halloween. That's one thing I'll do. So, Corpse Party, Book of Circus, and then I gotta do something big because that's like not even half the year. So, I can't think of what else. And then in November, I'm gonna do September. I haven't decided yet. And then in November, I'm gonna do some stuff on iLate. Some stuff on. I'm gonna do some stuff on Tokyo Mew Mew New, Dressrosa. I'm probably gonna talk a little bit about Twin Star Exorcists, because I like Twin Star Exorcists, but it has a lot of problems. But it does have a lot of problems, mostly in the name of Kineko, because, oh my God, shut up. There's that, there's Kinsen Over Meal, and then I'm also going to do a deep dive of Code Realize, the game, every single route, every single ending. Actually, I could do a deep dive of Diabolic Lovers for Halloween. That's what I could do. And then, oh god, we're only at 35 minutes? Holy smokes, I haven't been live that long. So, December's probably just going to be a rollover. Oh, I'm also going to talk briefly about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5. I was originally planning, I'll go into this more. I was originally planning to do a deep dive of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5. I changed my mind. I might just do a villain highlight every day. I might just continue Dressrosa and then do a villain highlight every day. Because you're just the best thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! You're just the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Villain, period. I love him. I think he's so much fun. So much fun. But yeah, I might just do a villain highlight every day. Hey. In fact, I think Halloween might be the slasher where I talk about slashers, but you know. And then in December, oh god, now I have Sexy stuck. I was just listening to the Mean Girls musical, and now I have Sexy stuck in my head. The film version of that song is much better. Not just because of the lyrical changes, but also because Avantika is a tremendously better singer than Kate Rockwell. Like, but yeah, so podcast coming up. The Cinema Pit, the Nerd Room, which is basically all the stuff that I've been talking about that are not related. The Cinema Pit, which is the Nerd Room, which is basically, and the Cinema Pit episode of the Nerd Room is, I'm gonna do one a week where I talk about bad films. So I'm probably gonna do that 4 times a week. On the weekends. The Nerd Room, basically where I just talk about stuff that's not related to anime, manga, or whatever. And that's where the Cinema Pit episodes are going to go. The Anime Pit, which I have a show lined up, it is a bad show. It reminds me a lot of Rena Flops, actually. But, there's that, I'm hoping to do an anime swap meet podcast where I basically swap up anime with somebody, but we'll see if we get to that. It could also be a media swap meet podcast where I just swap media in general with somebody, but we'll see if that works. There's the Anime Pit, the Media Pit, the Nerd Room podcast, Nerdcast, the Super Sunday Morning Show will continue. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Oh god, we're only at 40 minutes. I thought we would become longer than that, but yeah. So we're not. Yeah. There's that. I might try doing the Super Sunday Morning Show as a live cast and see how people receive it and see if that works. But other than that, I think we're done. So I will see y'all tomorrow morning.